Hello guys, in this tutorial we're going to go ahead and talk about the other two types of collection, which is set and map. So let's start with a set. Now what is a set? Set is an unordered collection of objects does not contain any duplicate values. This is a one important point here to note that it does not contain any duplicate values. In a case of a list, you can add duplicate values. You can have two friends with the same name in a list. You can have two integers with the same values. But when you're talking about a set will always have unique elements. That's the most important thing. And it is not going to be a sequence. There is no sequence in case of a set. It is an unordered collection of objects. So when you should use a set, the first thing that you should remember is in a set you cannot have duplicates. So if your requirement is to have unique elements, then you will go for set. Next thing is, if you do not have to keep track of the order of the elements, then you will go for set. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and do an example in how to create a set, how to add elements to a set, and they're very similar to the list, but I will still want to go ahead and clarify couple things here in case of set. So let's go ahead and open our developer console. We will go ahead and create a set, and this set contains, it's also a collection, and this is a collection of string elements, and the name of my set is hset is the name of my set, and the way to create is the same way we have created list, but just replace the list word with the set. And then we're going to go ahead and say string, and right now there is no element I have added to the set. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the add method that we have used in the list also to add the elements to the list. So how I'm going to go ahead and do? So name of my list is hset. So I'll say hset.add. There is no indexing. There is no the first element will get added at 0. There is nothing like that in case of set. There is no ordered collection of elements. So hset.add, let's say the first element I'm going to add is called as apple. This is the first element that I'm going to add. Then let me go ahead and add a couple more elements here. So it will be mango. The third element I'm going to go ahead and add is grapes. The fourth is orange. And let's say I'm going to add another one called fig. Now, if I go ahead and try to add duplicates, what happens? If you try to add a duplicate in a set, it's not going to complain, but it will not add the duplicate. So let's say if I try to go ahead and add these two again, means I wanted to add another apple and a mango, it's not going to add two apples. It will only have one apple and one mango when you try to display. So these two will not get added, but they will not throw you an error. They will not complain that, hey, it's a set, you cannot have duplicate, but it will not add these two values. And you can even say hset.add null. Null specifies nothing, it's empty. So I'm going to go ahead and add that as well. And if you try to add it twice, the null values, it will only take one value. Means it won't have two null. It will only have one null it will show you. So now let me go ahead and display my set. So I'm going to go ahead and display the elements of my set. In order to do that, we'll just say system.debug, and I'm going to say elements of my set. So what should be the elements? Elements of the name of my set. The elements will be apple, mango, grapes, orange, fig. This two will not get added because they have already been added here. And then there will be only one null. So this is going to be the final list of elements that will be present in my set. So if you wanted to go ahead and double check, let's go ahead and execute. So the order does not matter in the case of set, and there cannot be any duplicates. So there will only be unique values. So null, the order does not matter. We didn't add null at the end. We added null at the end, but it's shown up on the first place when we are displaying it. So the order in which we have added does not matter. Then apple got added, then fig, then grapes, then mango, and the orange. If you see here, you can see the order in which we have added our elements to the set is totally different the way it has been displayed. So we have added apple, then mango, but here it appears apple, fig, then grapes, then mango, and then orange. And only has, there is no duplicates. Even we try to add another apple and another mango, it only got one apple got added and one mango got added because set does not have duplicates. And also in the case of you're trying to add null values, it only took one null value. You will not get an error. Remember, if a question comes saying, hey, you can, if you try to add a duplicate element to a set, will it throw an error? No, it will not throw an error, but it will not add that duplicate element in the set.